Welcome to number 2 of the GEC8 Live video. Now, I've built the gigantic board using two pedal bridge 2s from Moen, which underneath have the GEC8 isolated power supply from Moen, which is very flexible with 350 milliamp outputs and 12 volt, 9 volt, all that good stuff. And now we're gonna build the board so that I can show you a live manual, a video manual of the GEC8 Live. I have everything on the board that I want on it. How I'm gonna fit it on this 120 by 40 board, I don't know yet, because I've got, expression pedals and all those goodies. My Strymon pedals are still on the way, so there'll only be 3 of them. But that's fine. 1 Strymon pedal is good enough for a lifetime. So, we will speed this up and you will see me fighting with space and chords and all that stuff if you're in it. So, get some coffee. Still don't know quite yet how I'm gonna wire this up. Probably 6, 7, 8 in the loop, the other ones in front. That's my plan so far. And whether I can fit the Carl Martin headroom spring reverb on it, don't know. It's a huge pedal, and I have a nice spring reverb in the Flint from Strymon, but I'd like the real deal, so I don't know if I can fit it on there. We'll see, and well, you will see now. You want to know what I'm trying to put on there? Well, we got a big ass volume pedal from Ernie Ball and the Juniors, 3 of them. This will be volume. These will be expression pedals for the Strymons. I've got a Polytune from TC Electronic, a little one. We've got a Jetta Gold Standard, a Jetta Indigo Fuzz, and a Jetta Vibe. I've got a Moval Hornet here. I've got a Moore Yellow Comp and a pre-production prototype model from Moval called the Mrs. O Drive, which is very nice. We've got the Gainiac from Milos Popovic here, the Henning model, the best distortion overdrive on the planet, and actually the a Fuzz GE Germanium Gainiac is on the way right now, stuck in customs, so that's coming. We've got an AC Plus here. I'm going to try to put the Plexitone on here because the board is big enough, so Carl Martin Plexitone coming up. I've got a Joyo Analog chorus, very, very, very nice chorus, and which of course probably will be replaced by the Strymon Mobius. And we've got a timeline here. I want that in the front to have control, and a El Capistan tape delay and a Flint tremolo reverb. So, here we go. Hello, people? Okay, I got a session now, I gotta work, so I'm done. And, should I power this up? We're just gonna assume it works. As you've seen, I sacrificed a couple of things, like I sacrificed the headroom because it's just too big. And then you might have seen that I was really happy that the Plexitone fit up here and it looked really cool. But then, of course, I forgot that, you know, you have to put cables in there. And then I thought, hey, I have some little pieces of space left, so I added a compressor alternative also for Moen. So my favorite compressor of all time, the yellow comp, is on the board. But to test it out and give it a whirl, I have the Moen Spark compressor now because it's tiny and it fits right there. And then into the FX loop of the timeline, which will only affect the actual delays, I put the Spark flanger. So we're gonna have flanged delays. And the running order as of yet is loop 1, the Spark compressor and the yellow comp. Loop 2, let me see, loop 2 is the Plexitone and the Indigo. That's the first from Jetta. Loop 3 is the Hornet and the Gold Standard. And loop 4, that's incorrect, loop 2 was the Vibe and the Chorus. And then the Gold Standard and Hornet in one loop. And then we have like a, you know, mild drive loop, which is the Mrs. Drive, the Gainiac Henning Edition, and the AC Plus. So you can, in those loops, pick which distortion you want and have a go. And then in the FX loop of the amp, we're gonna have El Capistan, Timeline, and Flint. And the Flint has the Spark flanger in the loop, in its own loop, and they're going through 6, 7, and 8. Have I forgotten anything? Well, the guitar cable of course needs to go in, and we have to have an output, and then the FX loop needs to be wired up, and we have a MIDI out, which is going into the timeline MIDI in. Anything else? Of course, the expression pedals are going to the respective pedals, so this is controlling the timeline, and then those two are controlling the Flint and El Capistan. And now I'm going to see if I can actually move this over to the amp where it needs to be, and get some work done. I will see you. I'm doing the, you know, outstretched arm selfie shot. Kind of low budget now, you know, one camera, whatever. So, I just wanted to get you some, you know, up close shots of the board, which is just so freaking sexy. Wow, check it out. Okay. You ready? You ready? Ooh yeah. Now, that's a stupidly large, unnecessary board with lights. So check this out. Two compressor options, 2 drives, a tuner, a fuzz, another drive, a vibe, overdrive distortion, a chorus, an AC plus, an El Capistan, a timeline, a Flint, a flanger, and another, what's it called, expression pedal. So this is the setup. We actually used it today in a session. And it's what I call pedal board porn. Unnecessary, too big, but hey, way cool. Oh, something that I forgot to say. It's not all good. Moen, I'm sorry, it's not all perfect. The idea to have the board to be able to disassemble the board is nice. The idea that it comes in, you know, little carry cases, but in the end it does mean it is not as stable as the competition. So when you look at the pedal train board here, see, can I see that? It's of course all you know, welded together, and it's you cannot bend this board in any way. Now if I'm trying to lift this, and that's the thing, you cannot actually move this because it'll twist. So check this out. Can I do this? So if I lift here, see, the front will still stay down, and the board will actually, can I show that? The board will twist in the middle. It's not gonna break, but to move this you would have to carefully lift it on both sides on 2 points, and I'm thinking to actually move this and put it on a stage is not, even if you had a case for it, it's not really practical. I'm thinking that one of the pedal bridge 2s by itself is probably stable enough for normal use. I actually have no idea how expensive these are, so I'm thinking they're probably less expensive than pedal train. A pedal train is more stable. I have to admit that. But the fact that you can put 2 of these together, or actually a third one, to generate a humongous board is nice. Whether you can move that board or not, that's up to you. I'm thinking this will stay in the studio. So, but it's still so nice. You want to see it again? Come on. Yeah. Oh, come on. Pedal board. Nice. This is, oh, nice. And of course, in the next video, I will explain how the GEC8 Live, the GEC8 Live, works, how to program it, and you will hear all this niceness in action and switching and all that good stuff. But for today, good night.